All right, ladies and gentlemen, what is up? We are indeed live. Oh, goodness gracious. It has been a long time. Jeez, we have been gone for a minute, but we are indeed back with the jump off. And just want to welcome you to the Random Talking Indie Music Show. If you are a first time viewer, uh, we thank you for tuning in with us. When I say us, I'm waiting on my co-host to come in. She got to handle some things real quick. Uh, but thank you for tuning in with us. Please be sure to share our links. We are live on YouTube, on Facebook, and on Twitch, our new channel on Twitch. Y'all be sure to follow us at RTIM Podcast, RTIM Show Podcast on Twitch, RTIM Show on Facebook, and Random Talking Indie Music Show channel on YouTube. Be sure to follow us on those channels. Again, if you're a first time viewer, first time listener, we welcome you. And we hope that what we provide tonight will keep you coming back and tuning into our show. Basically, for those who are first time viewers, we just talk about the daily shenanigans of the celebrity world, music news. We are also indie creators, music creators, former producer. I'm a DJ as well, and podcaster. And my friend here is uh, a VR techie, very into like a lot of art, and she podcasts as well. She has a few podcasts that she does as well. So when she hops on, I'm gonna get her to plug her podcast and her shows in as well. Also, she has this cool. Um, I don't want to call it a cartoon. It's not a cartoon, but it's like a sitcom, if you will, called Mind of Minx, where she introduces these characters, and there is a storyline, ladies and gentlemen. So again, once she pops up, I'm gonna have her kind of discuss it and hopefully put a link up for the indie artists. If you are looking to get your music played, we will not charge you to do so. We just ask that you send your music. It could be clean or explicit. Send it to rtimshow@gmail.com. That is rtimshow@gmail.com. Producers, do not send your beats. They will be ignored because, we don't need beats. We want music, indie music. All 50 states, any foreign country, as long as it's hot, we will play it. Also, what I want to do as well is to incorporate interviews with our podcast, give them, their 15 minutes, if you will, so they can showcase what it is that they do, their genre, ask them a few questions, this, that, and if they decide they want to kick it with us for the duration, that is cool as well. But once we get this show back going the way we'd like, we're going to start doing interviews. I've already got a couple people asking if they can just pop up on us and become guests one time with the one time. So, yeah, we try to provide indie artists music tips, tools, tricks of the trade, what to listen for, what to watch out for, especially with these scams that's been going on since pandemic time. Um, and it's just been crazy, and they seem not to be letting up here. So, you got to do your due diligence and just go out there, keep your eyes and ears open to the streets, because we will be the first to tell you these artists are not checking for you at all. And we hate to be the bearer of bad news, but they really don't give a shit. Um, Co-host, you want me to pop you on yet, or you still? Yeah, so it's been a year and some change since
What
we.
the fuck is this cat looking at?
Oh wait, she's got a cat, y'all.
I just looked up and no, my bad. My camera fell.
Oh wow.
I was screaming in the mic. Wait. Hold on. My microphone fell. Actually, not my mic. My web camera fell.
No. We can't have that. We can't have that. Yeah, so so again, this is the RTIM show where we provide foolery, fuckery, shenanigans, but we try to educate you at the same time. I am 759. Back on the screen and on the scene, ready to do my thing. Join my homegirl, my co-host, everyone's favorite Minx, the Bronx bully, the beast from the east with the gap in her teeth, but it's perfectly okay. Do not judge that gap, okay? Don't judge it. She goes by Merciless Minx, Brewhaw Bars, Brewhaw Nasty if you're nasty. It's my homegirl, Minx Couture, Minx Contour, whatever you wish to call her. Just don't call her a copycat. Do they dig Minx or do they dig?
They better dig.
And if not, we've always got 2 words for 'em.
Le Chevel.
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
still remember that, huh?
Yeah. I can't believe it. Yes, I can't believe it. I was like, yo, I remember that whole spiel. I remember it. I was just giving our first time viewers here, a little rundown of what it is that we serve over here at the RTIM show. I was giving them a little sneak peek, if you will, of the Mind of Minx. If you could, in a couple of minutes, explain what Mind of Minx is and your characters and where they can, watch all that.
What's up, DJ V Live?
V Live, I haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, right. Hold
Bring the
on,
chat up.
because I hate when I can't hear myself. There we go. I can hear myself now. Yay!
You're back crispy like you used to be, girl. You luxurious.
I tell you, the other day my microphone wanted to act up. Damn you, Wave XLR mofos.
Uh-oh.
You mofos with these updates. I really feel like y'all update shit so they could break our shit so we can update our shit. The hardware.
But you got to spend money, and that's when they're going to get you.
I ain't got it. And if y'all want to keep me as a customer, I suggest y'all need to tighten up.
Yeah, because we broke around here.
Yeah, it's hard.
No.
It's-
We're not broke. We're just
I'm
financially
broke.
blessed.
Okay.
Oh no.
Catholic school costs money. They didn't tell me that. No, I knew that. I didn't know it was that much, plus fundraisers and everything else they asked for.
Come on.
Oh my God, they're
Now,
cleaning us out.
Those fundraisers though, the best thing to do is have Gino or somebody take it to their job, and I'm telling you, you will rack up.
Oh, he cleaned them out.
Yeah, no, you're gonna rack up. You're gonna rack up for sure.
He cleaned them out. He was like, yeah, another one. He's DJ Khaled over there. Another one. Yeah. So the Mind of Minx is basically a random ass pandemic idea that I came up with, and I can't stop. I love it. My characters, I'm creating new characters I figured I wanted to create a universe of all different types of versions of me. See, the Mind of Minx is every character in this show is me, an element of me. Like Jamie is my favorite character. Like, I love LT, but Jamie's my favorite because he's just the cynical, asshole that tells it like it is, and he just don't give a. LT, he tells it like it is, but he does give a fuck. That's the difference. He does. He does give a fuck. Of course, you got Charlene. We got new characters. Even Gino keeps asking, "Who the fuck is it? Who is Lucy?" I said, "Lucy. She's a love interest of 2 characters. It's very interesting. Lucy is the podcaster with the other girl, V, that did the podcast with don't call me female podcast. Yeah,
You know what? That could have been our title.
the Don't Call Me Female podcast. Yes. But yeah, it's just a project, and of course, I went back into everything. I had to take a break. I had 2 insane deaths in my family. One was shocking, and obviously one was not expected, but old age, it happens. So I had to, like most of us do, we dive into our creativity to hide from the world.
Right.
So, I get into the little green screen, and this becomes my prison cell. This this is my prison cell. I'm locking myself up, and I lock myself up, and when you guys see, and I will say honestly, if you guys see like a surge of content, it's okay to ask me if it's okay. Are you okay, Minx? Because that's how you know I'm going through shit. If you see, Minx she did an episode, 2 podcasts. I think I should check on Minx to see if she's okay.
Because she's over here doing 15 things at once. Something has got to be wrong with her.
It's just, and it's not healthy. I'll be honest and tell people that shit is not healthy. It's not healthy for a person to hide from the world because the world is still going to be there. It's almost like music and shit is they say music's my drug. Well, I don't do drugs. I don't drink. I don't smoke. So if you see me overindulging on the creativity, I definitely, and some people do notice, which I was very surprised. What in the hell was that?
You know it's Wednesday. It's a motorcycle.
Hold on.
If I don't get one, you're gonna get one.
Hold on. Did my Wave XLR not kick in my shit? Oh no, it's on. Okay, cool. Because I have again I don't want to flex on y'all, but if you are a streamer, I highly recommend the Wave XLR. Highly. Okay. You see, I'm fucking up and shit.
Look at her, just messing everything. Just turn it up, turn it up.
I call those LT moments. And now it's too bright. Okay, now it's right. Yeah. So, the Wave XLR definitely y'all need to cop that if you're a streamer. It's just so voice cancel. It has the background removal, makes you sound like you're on the radio. Pretty cool. It will never muffle that shit out. I'll just let y'all know. There gonna be people speeding through this block like they don't give a fuck.
And they don't.
They
You know,
don't.
they really don't. They do not care. Like every Wednesday when we were like really heavy with the show, every Wednesday it never fails. It was always a motorcycle, a moped, a truck, something.
Always, always. And you know
Hold
what?
on, hold
At
on
the
a second, real quick. Am I repeating? Am I echoing?
no, I don't
Okay,
hear you echoing.
I'm hearing a slight echo. Y'all hang on a second.
Uh oh. Uh oh. It wasn't me.
Hmm.
Temperatures to rise. What?
Oh,
What?
wait,
What?
wait.
What?
What?
Is it me? Oh no, it's you.
Is it me?
I don't hear you echoing.
Am I?
Now I do.
Okay, wait a minute.
Now I hear me.
See, and also every Wednesday we go through issues like this. You would think we'd have our shit together by now.
Right.
Oh, wow.
No,
But
but you know what? That's the best part.
it's okay. But anyway,
But yeah, I'll definitely say that these are the times that we are in. Now that Gina's in school, you guys will see a lot more of me. I don't have anything to do from 8 o'clock in the morning until 1:50 in the afternoon. So I'm sitting here like that Fox meme, like, what now?
yeah, what do you do?
So, what I started doing is, because I quit everything, I quit everything, the podcast, everything. And I'm not saying it's because, I got rid of my Patreon. I just said, F it. And I still was just posting on TikTok. I just, TikTok ain't going nowhere. But if you're a creator, a creative musician, take a break. Take a break. It's
And
worth
it's
it.
okay, and it is okay to do so.
I took
It
a
is.
break. I took a break, and as soon as I was getting ready to drop my album, my cousin was murdered. So I just was like, okay, because people are always watching, and I don't want to get people throwing shit back at me for me being a conspiracy theorist about celebrities and saying, oh, Minx lost somebody and now she's dropping an album, huh? I don't want to be that person.
Yeah, no,
I definitely don't. And of course, actually, it was three people, two heinous murders and one of natural causes.
what's wrong?
My cousin Imani, I know you guys saw the headlines on that. Again, even with now with the situation with Kiki Palmer, if someone is trying to leave, help them.
Yeah, please,
Regardless,
please do.
I know the podcast bros are going crazy about it. I know I got doxxed the other day for speaking on it because I said I don't want to hear anything about it because it's just not the climate right now, and my heart goes out to her. But after you are a person that is like constantly dealing with death, like because they say everything comes in threes, I got my threes. But domestic violence is not a game. It happens to men and women, and non-binaries, binaries, trans, everybody. Okay, if you see someone going through shit, do what you got to do. Let them know that they're worth it. They're worth it. They don't need to stay in that, and you got to help them escape. You don't want to wake up and see headlines that your loved one is missing,
Right.
and then ultimately unalived. So it's tough.
Yeah, we don't want that.
I don't want that for anybody. So that moron on my page, I'm like, you don't know people's stories. You don't know why people say the things that they do. You're talking to a person that just came from a tough time. And to see this as headlines, it's like, again, I can't take no more. I cannot take anymore. So, yeah, you doxed me, but yeah, you my lawyer had fun with Twitter that day.
Uh-oh.
So that's, you doxed me. Congratulations. What'd you win? What'd you win? You won a suspension until you took my shit down. Now you feel fucking stupid. On
Boy.
both your pages, girl. Or boy. I think you're a boy.
Yeah.
Have a lot of masculine energy over there.
Are you sure it's masculine?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Well, on a lighter note,
I hate to come in heavy with y'all with
I
that,
know,
but
right?
it is random talk. It was like random sadness. I'm sorry. But I had to let y'all know, like, there was a reason for the hiatus. And fuck caffeine TV. But go on.
Oh, well, a few things have happened since our year-long hiatus. I just happened to
A
look on
year?
you. Yeah. I looked at our last show and it was August of last year.
Damn.
Yeah, it's been that
It
damn
felt
long,
like 3 months.
right? Well, see, you stayed busy. I just said fuck everything.
Oh, you know, because I'm always live, so it's like,
It's never a day off for you.
no.
But me, I've just been working, trying to get this DJ stuff off the ground, which is not really not going the way I'd like. Uh, but we're here. Also, in that year, I managed to turn 40.
Oh.
I just woke up to new aches and pains. Like, just, yeah, I turned 40, y'all. I'm no longer a spring chicken. Yeah, no, I was never a spring chicken anyway. Um, but yeah, yeah, a lot of things happen. Sometimes we just need to reset. Like I said, our last show was like back in August. I really can't believe that, like, of last year. So she's been doing her thing. I've been trying to do my thing, and we had been talking about it for months. Like, yo, we should definitely come back. We should definitely come back. And I'm like, are they going to pay attention to us? Like, she said, no, we're gonna run this back. I said, okay, fine. So here we are. And because we are back, you already know. Again, for our first time viewers, you will be getting this at the top of every show because this is what we do. This is our illustrious, our beautiful, our shiny, prestigious, here, nigga, damn. Oh, hold on. Gotta run that back. They weren't ready.
Bam, bam, bam.
No, they weren't ready. They weren't ready. Again, this is the here nigga damn. Because they did not ask for it. But we're giving it to you anyway because it's free. And who doesn't like free shit? I mean, look at that. Isn't that nice and shiny? Like, yeah, I watched the
Facts.
podcast today, and guess what I got today? A Here Nigga Damn Award. Share it with your friends. But yeah, we are indeed here.
I will say that one of the features I can't stand about fucking Facebook is, yes, I understand I'm in the RTIM show. We are in the RTIM. Well, why do I have to flip to the page to share it? Why? Why?
Why?
Tell them that it's human nature. Yeah. Why?
See, the rudeness.
I'm trying to share. I'm trying to share the stream, and it's not letting me. It's when I click on where it says RTIM show is live, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna hit save. Oh, we got to flip you into the page, ma'am.
Yeah, because when I go to respond to messages, it automatically wants to send me to that page. I'm like, no, that's not exactly what I want.
I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go on my other page and share it, and then share it from my other page.
Look, look, at you. Look at you.
How dare you, Minx? That's what I get for turning my profile into a fucking page. I'm about
How,
to turn it back.
how dare you try to be smart?
I should have never did that. See, now I could do it. See, I'm on my Minx Couture page, and I'm able to share it now. Yes. Okay, we did that. We did the thing. Okay, we did it. We are live. I'm going to now share it again.
See, it's nice to know when you could just work your way around things.
Well, now it looks like it got 2 shares. That's fine.
Wonderful. Look, before we go any further, people who are watching, please like, share, and subscribe to our channels. Either one. You got three. You got Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Pick one. Pick one. Oh, and also engage with us. We do read our chat. I do have it pulled up right now. And yeah, so just come in and kick it with us, whether it be for 5 minutes or 5 seconds. Just drop in and say, "What's up?" Minx, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
And that's what
I missed that. I missed that.
unhinged Bill O'Reilly is just.
I only love him for one reason. My grandparents couldn't stand him.
Oh, well, now he's doing like back and forth with, what's his name? Chris Cuomo?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's kind of like a, what's that show, Hardball, where you have your Democrat and your Republican, but it's not exactly that. And they just talk about political topics and other stuff, and they go back and forth, head to head, and all this other crazy shit. But yeah. So we've got some topics to cover. So, ladies and gentlemen, feel free. Hold on. Oh! I think we got a special guest. Oh, okay.
Not yet. She's asking me to handle some technical. She needs technical support.
Oh, yes, because Bestie is in school now, and for again for our viewers, uh, baby girl is our program manager, and also one of our biggest fans. And she comes in every time we do a show. I ask her what she has for dinner, and she tells me. And sometimes there's a lot of stuff that we end up eating at the same time. Like one day she was like, "I had chicken nuggets and macaroni and cheese." I was like, "Yo, word, me too." Like great minds think alike. But yeah, Bestie's in school now.
Yeah, she's kindergarten. Kindergarten, y'all.
Kindergarten.
Thanks for
Wow.
closing the door.
Let's get into these
Jesus.
topics, y'all. Your girl Tasha K finna get sued again.
She don't care.
She already owes Cardi 4 mil. They're trying to plead with Cardi like, yo, just take the lawsuit back. Just drop it. You're not getting your 4 mil. Cancel that. But this time, she conducted an interview with one of Will Smith's former best friends, who put some rather disturbing rumor out. We're going to say rumor. We're going to say the word allegedly because we weren't there and we don't know. So allegedly, he walked in on Will Smith and what's his name, Dwayne Martin. I'm sorry, Tisha Campbell's husband, having
Allegedly.
alleged anal intercourse.
Alleged.
I say allegedly because we don't want to get flagged, and we ain't got time for that. So allegedly, that's what's going on. Tasha K tweets, and I quote: Will Smith will wish this interview never happened. This is one of the closest people to Will, aside from Jada, to sit down and tell all about him. From meeting Jada, Tupac, Will's sexuality, and manhood size, he knows and tells it all. No, she added Bopulent. I guess that's another shade room or something. Number one, Brother Bilal, who is the guy who did the interview. My question to him is this: what do you get out of talking about your man's? Like y'all were ex friends. Okay, that's like me and Minx. We cut ties, and I said, "Oh yeah, Minx, like her boobs are fake, and I was there when she got them implanted, and yeah, her ass that is a BBL." And why would I go around telling all her business? We're no
Wow,
longer
you made me
friends.
sound real voluptuous.
Uh, Curves, girl, curves. But what would I gain telling your business just because we fell out? Like you're not paying me for this.
And Facebook is famous for that.
I mean, come on now.
Don't ever fall out with a Facebook. I feel like social media is like classic for that. Like, we're not friends anymore, so
And here comes
fuck
the
your
screen.
privacy.
And then here comes the screenshots of text messages of the falling out. Here comes
Yeah.
the missed call log. I called you 15 times and you refused to call me back. This friendship is over. Oh yeah, your man used to bloop 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 and my beep beep beep, and then we used to wah 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 and rump, rump, rump.
Oh,
And
the
what?
need the needy friend.
Yeah, the needy friend, and then the needy friend ends up telling all of the tea
Nah.
because the other friend chose peace.
See, that's when I like falling out with people. I mean, I say real ones that I have fallen out with. I respect. I respect that some of them, they just told the obvious shit.
Right.
Minx is a jerk. Okay, I probably am. I'm not a good friend. I tell people that all the time, but your secrets are safe with me.
Yeah, I mean, again, what do you get out of that?
Facts.
Like, what do you get out of telling, like, stuff that I will go to the grave for? You
Damn.
willing just to risk it all. And for what?
For clout.
Like, it makes no sense. Like, you putting the man's privacy out there, like how big his big willie is,
Well, Big Willie Styles on it.
and you talking about his sexuality, you talking about him and, another man. Like, I'll never understand.
Yeah, these celebrities, I am very, very much feeling the unhingedness.
And Jada is the most unhinged. I'm sick of her.
I wanted to see her when she came here, though. I wanted to see her. I wanted to just go to her and ask her, like, what do you gain, Miss Pinkett? You died in Scream 2 in the first fucking scene.
And your affair with Tupac was 80 years ago. Please let that go.
I will say something about that.
Like, we know and we get it, and we're sad that he died, and you're sad that he died. But every year you bring him up and you talk about him for like a solid month, like the love I have for him, and da da da. Okay, we get it. You was his little smash and grab. You know what I'm saying? But you weren't the only one, and allegedly he was messing with you while being married to or engaged to Quincy Jones's daughter.
Yeah, there's a whole conspiracy about that. I feel, I will say this. I understand where Jada's coming from. I just don't like the idea of, letting that person know that you weren't my first. You weren't my first choice.
Ouch. But I'm still gonna stand beside you because you're
It's
my
like
man, you're my husband.
I fucks with you, you,
Right.
but you ain't my first, and my bad. Like I always laugh because the same shit happens like when you're in a relationship. They'll say something like, you know, did you love me? Do you love me more than you loved them? I'm like, well, baby, why you won't go there? Because it's like you don't. It's almost like having like multiple children. You don't have a favorite. You just love them all. We hope.
Comparing your love to for me to a dead man, like that's just
The right answer.
That is ego bruising. That is pride snatching.
The right answer is, you're it for me. That's the right answer. You are it for me. Like
said
that's you. And you know what? I will. This is why I say with the podcast bros, was it the podcast bros? What are those guys that go overseas? What do they call them?
Passport bros.
Yeah. So the two PPs, the passport and the podcast bros. I laugh at them mainly because I'm like, especially with these crazy ass lists going around. I say this.
Those lists are wild.
social media pisses me off on the realm of relationships because a lot of people have unrealistic expectations. And I'm telling people that, look, the person that you will least expect it, you can say, I want me a shapely queen, and your possible soulmate might be not shapely. They may be blind. I mean, you don't know. They may
Right.
have a disability, ailments, but their heart is beautiful and pure. And again, a lot of y'all are getting too old to be picky. Okay. Yeah. And it's not about women are not looking for money. Like a lot of women are not looking for money. We're looking for a person that is going to care for us like a husband should. The problem is that y'all looking for wives and girlfriends. You're looking for husbands and boyfriends. And if you continue to live that way, you're going to set yourself up for a big downfall because you're supposed to date and have fun. You don't, and this is why even when I was in the dating game, like if I had like bills or some shit that came up, I felt like that was personal. Like
Right.
we're just hanging out. Why do you need to know I'm about to be evicted, bruh?
It's nobody's business.
That's not your business, right? That's why it's like women that get so comfortable because women do this. They get so comfortable that their first initial test is not, let me try to run in front of traffic to see if he's going to save my life. It's let me put a fucking bill in front of him to see what he's going to do. And I just think that that's weird. Like, it's not a guy's responsibility to pay your bills. What the hell were you doing before you met him? Like,
It's like, let's go to the most expensive thing, and I'm gonna order the most egregious shit. Like, I'm getting lobster tail.
I'm actually going to write that down. That's a good skit idea.
grab the book.
That's a great skit idea. She's perfect. She's great. And then she has a fucking car note that she can't afford.
And then she's just gonna slide that bad boy over, like, what you gonna do, player? You got
Like
this or not?
we're having fun, right? So I'm gonna need my car paid so we can go places. And then of course LT has his own shit. So he ain't gonna fucking why do I have to pay your car note and mine?
I mean, cause it doesn't make sense. If you're gonna be my man, then guess what? You're gonna have to come up off some coin.
But then that feels very dependent.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
That's dependent energy for me. I never like dudes paying for shit for me.
And I just met you. I'm not putting that expectation on you like that. Like, we're at Applebee's. Relax.
Yeah, I mean, let me, at least get some extra chicken.
Let me get an extra glass of water. Like, bro, we just met. I'm not gonna sit there and tell you off rip that you have to pay for my wig, my lashes, my eyebrows getting snatched, my toes. I'm not asking for all that off rip. Like,
But
that's the
my grandmother
problem.
always said
That's
if you have a P word, then you should never be broke, which is true. However, I'm like, my grandmother has been gone for the past.
Wait a minute. Wait. Whoa.
13.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's what the adage was back in the day.
Your
is
grandma said what?
if you have a, you should never be broke. You should never be broke. I used to say to her, what does that mean? What does that mean?
Why does that sound like borderline prostitution?
Not really, because her other thing was don't ever come home with your pennies in your purse. Don't ever do that.
That is true.
I understand what she means is that why are you entertaining men, right? And you're broke. I get it on that level. Why are you entertaining men? How do you have time to date if you ain't got your own money? And I get it why she would say that. If that's the case, you're broke. Why do you have a then?
Give it to someone else. You're not using it correctly.
Like, and it comes in 10 different sizes. Hold on, we got Don Hunter with a comment. Don Hunter says that's extra. All I'm paying for is the house, car, bills, and all them wigs, nails. Eagle wins can be done with your check. Honestly, I agree.
I agree with that as well.
I
Because
think that
if that's your lifestyle that you want to maintain,
that's maintenance.
that's maintenance. That's on you.
But if she can't afford it, don't get mad if you claim she lets herself go.
And if you are of that impression that you like her with the wigs and the nails and the eagle widespread eyelashes, and you want her to keep up that image,
Then you must invest in that,
you got to invest.
or else she'll find someone else that will.
Listen, like, you
Look,
know
I'm not.
what?
I'm not pro females or pro males. I'm pro what's right and wrong.
We try to give to both sides of the coin.
I lean mostly towards men, unfortunately, as a woman. I
Unfortunately.
I I say, women are very, like, I'm going based off of the social climate of things that I read. I follow mostly men, and mostly women follow me. I don't get that. But I read comments, I read responses, I read what women think. And it's all like the demographic, right? So if you're between the ages of 35 and up, I'm in the 35 and up crew. So, we're at the age where we're hold on. Don Hunter says, I hate makeup, so if she can't afford it, it's fine. Don't get me wrong, I'll treat her now and then, but you got to be a supermodel. You ain't got to be a supermodel to keep me, just be you and faithful. Absolutely.
You know
I
what?
I agree. I agree with that. I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that. That makes a lot of sense, right? However, I don't think women have the best intentions at times, because I do think that we are pushed out into the world with this idea that we have to find like a man to take care of us. But in another breath, when we say we don't need a man, then we become too masculine. We have too much of that masculine energy.
Ooh,
You don't need a man.
Segue.
Uh-oh. I'm the Segway queen.
Segway queen. Listen to you. So I'm gonna play a clip from a podcast. I don't know the name of it. The name really doesn't.
Not that sprinkle chick, please.
Oh no, not the sprinkle girl.
Not like her. I don't like her sometimes. Shira 7, I'm sorry. You have your moments.
Yeah, some of that stuff be like on point, but it was
Some
like,
of it is on, but a lot of the times it's not really, it doesn't vibe with me, but it's kind of, she's 50-50 with me.
While we're talking about masculine and feminine energies when it comes to women, this is again, I don't know the name of the podcast, but this is a little clip. This was on Twitter, well, X, formerly known as, this shit's called Twitter.
It's Twitter for life.
It's Twitter for life. I don't care, but here's the clip. Hold on. Oh, wait, no, pause.
Oh, it sounds toxic already.
Like, you gotta. Hold on, see if I got it.
I need to get another green screen because this my whole shit is chewed up on the side.
Okay, here we go. From the top.
You're a little too tough, yo. You gotta,
No, no.
You're a little too
things
tough.
just have to make sense.
When I be
like,
watching you, a little too tough. I'm serious. You gotta, feminine. You a feminine looking woman. You beautiful. It's okay. Rest in your femininity.
oh, I'm always in my femininity.
Well, rest in it.
I never
'Cause
feel like I have to
when
be
you
masculine.
talk, when you talk about it on here, you be a little aggressive.
No, I'm not aggressive. Men are just not used to a woman that looks like me
What?
being factual. They want women that look like me to be emotional and be like, oh,
But
you
you don't-
guys, this
you-
is how I feel. And I just want to be, I don't think like that,
But-
because you think like that, you're going to get ran over your whole life. If I was fat and ugly,
Hold
y'all
up.
wouldn't care about what I was
Hold
saying.
up.
But because of how I look, y'all be
No.
like, oh, she's so aggressive.
I'm just saying, you could do it in a feminine way.
No, no, thank you.
Don't be a
That no thank you.
That came from the heart.
That came from, you know what, sister. Again, I don't know your name, but you're getting. And she is absolutely correct, because men base femininity on mostly looks. Let's call a spade a spade. It's not a hot take. Let's just call it what it is. Men base femininity on what a woman looks like. Unfortunately, that's not. You could have the prettiest people out there and they don't exude the first bit of feminine quality at all. And you do have some who are, we're not going to call them ugly, we're going to call them facially challenged. Yeah, let's use that. Facially challenged, like me.
Like me, 100%. Yeah.
A million Americans like me, who really, you know, we can exhibit our femininity, but we all have both sides. We have feminine and we do have masculine. Unfortunately, the men today just I don't know. The, I don't know how to say this because I'm single as shit, but from what I see from the outside looking in, these men today aren't worth the feminine energy. They're worth the the angry, aggressive, if I may, New York accent type attitude.
Dead
Cause
ass.
dead ass because you don't.
You
I
see,
just don't. I don't understand. Like, why do we have to be feminine all the time? But then the minute we exude a little bit of our masculine side, oh, that's too much. That's too much. You need to scale it back. No, I don't. I don't. I could be feminine. I could wear heels, but I can also fix a toilet if I need to. I
I'm
don't wear make.
definitely.
I don't wear makeup, but I could. But I can also like. I know my way around a toolbox, like little stuff like that. You got to be equal in it.
I'm definitely not feminine. I don't
What is
even.
what is that? What is that?
I'll say this. Again, like I said, when I was pregnant, and I had to get ready to give birth, and you had all these women. Oh my god! I was like, can I bring my Xbox? She's like, you're in labor. Fuck. It's Fortnite. Not saying that gaming is associated with males, but again, I don't. I feel like it depends on, because again, every human being, there's a duality, right? There's a duality. Men are it's 50-50. You have masculine, you have feminine. Some people, the pendulum swings a little bit more to the left or the right. And a person like myself, to be told, like the way that I talk, people say I look manly. I say, well, I'm sorry. I know what my father looks like. Anyway, I know that my voice is very tough. I got this tough guy shit, but I am a New Yorker, and New Yorkers are very, we're very aggressive people because we have to be, because it's nothing but survival out here. So even in the dating game, when you're dealing with someone, it's like you're wasting my time because my rent is like $100,000. So,
Facts.
I don't have time to deal with the games and, you playing, phone book carousel.
The what you doing text.
Right. What are you doing? We're conditioned to live life in a way where we're like, are you coming? Are you going? You can't be a tourist in my life. You got to know your destination. Oh,
You know what? I like that. That was a good one.
somebody clip that. No, that was dope.
No, I like that.
That was dope. You cannot be a tourist. Like, tourists in New York City, like the scoop 'em out bagel motherfucker. Tourists in New York City, they come, they look around, and they stop in the middle of traffic. You're just like, bruh, walk, walk. Hold on. Don Hunter had 2 comments that I wanted to post up.
Okay.
The first one was about how men need to be needed. It gives us purpose. Without purpose, you get the men wandering around nowadays. Again, Taurus. And the second one, he says, I disagree. As a man, I based femininity on how a woman walks, talks, and carries herself. You can be pretty as minx, but act like a man. We straight up claiming you as one of the bros. I'm one of the bros, 100%. 100%.
And I think I'm fine with that.
Because yeah.
It's nothing more exhausting than seeing my fellow women being sexualized and sexually objected every time they do something. Like, matter of fact, I saw a clip on Twitter. It was a cycling class, and they decided to zhuzh it up and be a little sexy, and someone commented, has everything got to be sexualized? And then here comes a man right up under it, nah, but that girl on that second bike though, nah, she's working it. She, like, women can't work out without
Well,
being
we're on social media.
sexualized.
We're on
Yeah.
social media, and 24/7, you're scrolling down X. I call it X for this reason. And you get the XXX shit.
XXX.
And again, this is why I say, like, all the time, men are being sent out here. And I'm not saying that this is a reason, because you should understand how to have composure. You know, if you can't control your urges, then there's a problem and you need help. And I'm not judging you. There are people that are addicted to pornography and other type of risque things, which is causing a lot of unrealistic expectations. You know, there's thousands of categories, and one of them is going to get you fucked up. And it's a shame, you know, like I'll say something on Facebook, like, you know, I'm monetized, and somebody immediately, a male, nobody wants to see your OnlyFans. Now, why did you have to go there?
No, why did you have to go there?
Why
do you
does it
think
have-
That's the only thing you have to offer.
Why does that have to be OnlyFans? So I argued with this dude one time. I said, you do know that OnlyFans has been around since prior to what it was being used for. It was really for, at the time, YouTubers who wanted to monetize past the platform. And I'm talking about this from a social media expert perspective, because I am the queen of social media. So at the time, the first person that actually had OnlyFans and was pushing it was Chris Crocker at the time, because of the Leave Britney Alone video. So OnlyFans was not for pornographic content. It wasn't for selling that. It wasn't until the pandemic came, and then it became that, because people were having difficulties paying their bills. So they thought that this was going to be a hustle, because they took down all the other applications that they had that was allowing people to sell erotic things. But that doesn't mean that people on Patreon aren't pushing. You got people on Ko-Fi pushing. It's like every application is enabled for you to do that. And you have only fixated on the one that is the most popular. Don Hunter says, it's not just men sexualizing women. Women do it to themselves. True, you should go to the gym and not be harassed. But how many videos have you seen women who go to the gym, wear zero to go to the gym for likes? Well, again, that's content creator stuff.
Yeah, that's cringe. Like, the people that do that mess it up for those who are not even like on that type of time. The people that do that set up the tripod and make sure the angle's right.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to do the most egregious thing with this dumbbell, even though I know that's not what it's used for, and see how many looks and reactions I can get. Like, those are the people that kind of fuck it up for the rest of us. You know what I'm saying?
But also, I do want to say that the one big gray elephant in the room is that a lot of people on social media are signed to social media agencies, okay? They are signed to an agency. So again, you have real people out here that do shit like that. Don't get me wrong. But when you see people that do stuff like that and they're a content creator, they're creating content, they're part of an agency they're hired to do shit like that, to create these discussions, to create these divides that we have between men and women right now. Because the majority of the aspect is I'm cool with a lot of dudes, right? Even though I got a man, right? Thank you, Don. Even though I have a man, I do have male friends. And my male friends know that it will never, ever be anything more than a friendship. And I'm very surprised that sometimes people be like, don't your man get jealous? No. Because the moment that any of my male friends decides that, you know, hey, you looked at me the whole time, you're out, ski. There's no more friendship to be had. There is no, I'm sorry. You put heart emojis on my pictures. You're gone, bro.
And also, you know, your man knows what he has at home.
Right. The internet
And
is not
he-
real all days,
And,
but
and he is, what did they say?
content. He ain't getting rid of this cooking. No. I cook real good.
But he knows what he has at home, and he is, you know, he's strong in his sexuality. He knows that, you know, number one, you're not going to allow
Hell
anything
no.
outside to happen because, you know, you and your man, y'all been locked in for a good
8
while.
years.
Eight, damn.
8 years going on 9.
Really?
Yeah.
Congratulations, first of all.
Hopefully we get married next year. You're going to be our DJ. I told you that.
Speaking of that, we'll get
You want to be my DJ.
we'll talk about that close to the end of the show because you're gonna get a kick out of this story. because it's actually
you're gonna be my DJ, and that's it. Okay, if I'm gonna fly you out here myself, but just Virginia Minx, I don't care. JetBlue is affordable.
oh hell, I'm not fine. I'd rather take a train anyway. But no, you're absolutely correct about social media is ruining relationships. How people view them. And it kind of sort of for those who are trying to go out into the dating pool and test the waters, if you will, social media has fucked that up. The dating pool has turned into acid. You're scared to dip a toe because you don't know, like, you might come back, your toes are missing. Because the idea that you had in your mind, like, I'm going to find my Prince Charming and everything's going to be blah, blah. Yeah, no, fuck that. That's not what's going to happen. You're going to get your heart broke. Yeah, you might end up broke because he might scam you out all your money, talking about I could flip 500 to 5,000, just let me hold it. No, 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 no. He's going to be mansplaining a lot of shit about that. Why do men mansplain? It never works out well. They get cooked in the retweets. They get cooked on. Why do you have to try to mansplain? When I tell you how I'm feeling, don't try to mansplain that away. Because I still feel how I feel. And it's still, I said what I said. Why do you feel the need to try to, no, no, no. I don't think it's that. I think it's, no, no, no. I think you need to listen. Because when I'm telling you how I feel, that's how I feel. You can't. Yeah, not right. I'm worth JetBlue, bro. Not even.
I can't afford it, bruh.
I'm gonna fuck around and be on
Let me- let me-
Spirit.
let me explain to
no,
you.
no, 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 no. I'm gonna be on Spirit, and then I'm gonna be in the damn Bermuda Triangle somewhere messing with this.
Let me tell you how much I ain't got it. I ain't got it so much that I had to drive down to Florida to go see Goofy and them.
But you know
Okay.
what? That's an experience.
It was
to Florida. Well, I
beautiful.
didn't drive, but we went to Florida by car from Atlanta. But still,
I drove from New York to Florida.
that's a hell of a ride, bro. My knees could never.
I was actually, I was actually terrified. In the beginning it was cool, and then like when you're on the highway and it's just you. I was like, yo, I'm about to be on Unsolved Mysteries right now, bruh.
Oh my god.
Fucking UFO about to come and take my shit.
No, 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 no. It's gonna be one of these.
The car vanished.
If you or someone you know knows where she disappeared, please call 1-800. Find this bitch.
Yo, I fucking listen. The trees, actually, I felt like I was in a Disney, like, Fantasia. It's like the trees look regular, just do like, ho, 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 ho. I was like, no, God. No, it was, and it's like the street lights go by. I'm like, and then of course you look out and it's like the back of the cars look like evil eyes. I was like, yo. I said, I ain't high enough for this. It was just,
my God.
it just was too bad. And you know what? I could have taken the plane, but it's like when you're going as a family, if you have one person that's afraid to fly, you kind of got to get the camper. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to get the rental. Go ahead and gas it up.
Yeah, you got to do that. But I'll definitely say I really felt one with nature, especially when the sun was rising. I felt like how Forrest Gump felt when he was running. I felt like Rodney.
I just kept running.
And it's like he stopped. You remember that scene where he stopped and the sun was rising and he just accepted like the beauty of the world.
And then
That's
he
how-
realized he had to go back home.
Kind of tired.
I think I'll go home now. Like, no shit.
He's
He ran
speaking.
2 states away.
No, but it was when the sun was rising. Actually, when that picture I put up that you said looked like a lady laying down, that was when we were passing Virginia.
Yeah.
So when I saw that, the tears, man, I just was like, I felt like that was like a passage I needed to take. And, as soon as we got to the pearly gates of Disney, I was like, man, listen, I ain't
But
trying to
by
do
all
shit for
means-
2 days.
But listen. Take that road trip, y'all. Don't be so quick to jump on an airplane and take
Yeah.
the road trip that I took with my friend all the way to the West Coast. I had never been further than West Virginia. Believe me when I say I was taking pictures of any and everything from West Virginia on.
Yep.
And I took time to appreciate, even though I can't drive for shit. And
Me neither.
I felt bad for my friend because she drove the whole entire time. But She said, well, I know the route is just I-70 and we're just going straight across. Okay, fine. So I experienced sleeping in the car in a truck stop. That was scary but fun. Uh, whew. Truck stop coffee is the bomb diggity.
It
And it is
is.
wonderful.
Oh my goodness.
Loves has the best coffee. Shout out to the Loves in Iowa. They got the best coffee. My friend got like a 40-ounce cup, and we're drinking from Iowa all the way through Kansas. I'm like, your bladder hates you right now. Because I know we've got to stop, and we're going to eventually, and I need to take a shower. But this right here, 40-ounce cup is wow.
Surprising, with Gina, I was a little bit worried. I was like, we're going to stop at every fucking rest stop. I know it. She did pretty good. She did pretty good. We probably stopped like, because Gina's very particular. So when she went to the first rest stop, she was like, oh, I was like, why? It stinks in here, Mom. I'm like, welcome to road trip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
You better use it now because it could be another 2 hours before you see another bathroom. You better use it now.
I became the queen of wiping off toilets and putting on the protective gear on it and holding her, shaking to death. Come on, just hold on to Mommy. Don't sit on this shit. She said, but Mommy, it's already clean. I was like, it'll never be clean.
If you absolutely have to, take you an extra light blanket or a bed sheet and pull off to the side of the road.
Don Hunter says, driving on the long highways alone will have you rethinking life. Yes, black folks who need gas, they pass 17 gas stations on that lonely. Yo, some of them spots was real sus.
Yeah, real sketchy, real sketchy. Listen, we were leaving. Matter of fact, we were coming. Well, I think we were coming back home, and we were going through Iowa, this real dark stretch of farmland, and it was a truck driver who should have stopped and pulled over, but didn't. He figured he was going to make it to his destination, and that truck started doing this whole bobbing and weaving bit.
Oh,
I said, I've
yeah.
seen Final Destination way too many times. I don't like this. And this is a one way going both directions. You can't pass. There's no dotted line. There's two solid lines, which is illegal to cross. But we crossed it that night because, baby, what we're not going to do.
You better pick a lane.
I said, you better punch it and gun it for the next 15 seconds because if not, this truck is going to crash. It was like 3 in the morning, and he was just.
There was
And
a
we
lot of truckers out there.
It's a lot, especially going down I-95.
And I have a CB radio. I said to Gino, I was like, yo, if I get my license, I think I might want to drive trucks. He was like, why? I was like, I'll have a whole ass studio in that bitch. I will have a whole ass studio driving from New York to Florida, making a whole album and shit, stopping at every city and performing.
Until you stop and see them lot lizards.
I saw a few of them. The Midwest got a lot of tales for the dark side.
That is facts. That is factual. Matter of fact, and I say this with my whole chest, fuck Kansas. I'm sorry if you're from Kansas, if you live there, I apologize. But that is the most boring, flattest, dark ass state I never want to experience ever again in life. Ever. No, 0 out of 10, do not recommend. Bypass Kansas if you have to. Like, go all the way around. Just skip Kansas altogether. You don't need to go there.
I also want to point out another amazing feature about this Wave XLR. So there's no mute button to push. You just tap the top. Like, yes, I'm getting you one for Christmas. Yeah,
This bitch.
I'm getting you one for Christmas. You deserve it. You deserve it. I think you'd love it.
I have a mute button too.
But you know what? You remember I had the big, what is it? The big podcast joint.
Yeah.
I had to get rid of it.
Oh.
Because, I'm a person when you have your personal space, sometimes things just feel too big, pause. And you just like, you know what? I don't have enough space. Like look at this shit. Look at this shit, right? I had this on here. I'm like, this is just too big. Pause. I need to change it. So I done swapped it out, and I had this like this, and I was like, this feels too big. Pause. I got to change it. So,
Oh goodness.
I had to change the fro. I had to give it a lineup. But
Oh my gosh.
I just felt like, oh my, I just felt like it was just like cluttering me. And I went to Guitar Center and I just said, look, I want to sell this, guys. I want to sell this to you guys, and let's see if we can do it. So I was very determined on downsizing this space. And then I said, oh my God, once I got the XLR, I was like, how am I going to do my sound effects? Fuck, I didn't think of that. So I had to then get the Stream Deck, right? And again, I love it. It's just that, again, if you're really trying to downsize your space, those are the two and you're done. SM7B means you're serious. If you're trying to do radio and streaming in that way, Stream Deck for your sound effects if you're gaming, and Wave XLR, which I definitely do recommend. But yeah. Don Hunter says, I moved to Missouri from Texas. Thank mama not. Oh no.
See, I'm telling you.
Oh no. But I hope you could come up to New York. That would be a lot of fun.
I'm going to make it up there one day. I've either need to get a sugar daddy to pay for my train ticket, or take a lot of edibles and just grow a pair and get on a plane.
If you're gonna get on the plane, you don't want to take no edibles. You're gonna be just like that mother. He's not real.
Cause that motherfucker is not real.
He wasn't real, and I believe her.
What a time to be alive. Like, bro. Everybody looking around like, who the fuck is she talking
Me?
about?
See, these are the times, there's a lot of news headlines that come out that you literally say to yourself, why the fuck don't they have the Boondocks out, man? That would have been a
That
dope
would've been
episode.
perfect.
Dope
Is-
episode.
These two motherfuckers are not real.
Is there some reason, this is what I don't understand. I know that Granddad is no longer around. I get that.
Yeah.
But, why can't they bring it back? With kind of like,
Who are the boys gonna live with? Mr. Dubois?
they'll be in college.
Oh, you want them to age up?
I want them to age up, and I want new characters. I will be happy. Listen, this is my dream. I will be happy to be a voice actor for the Boondocks. Like, please, I could play any voice. I actually been doing auditions for cartoons and shit. I haven't said this to anybody, but I'll tell the show. I have been trying to, I just said, fuck it. I'm trying to just put myself out there in the acting realm. And I really want to get into acting. Like, I'm tired of music. The conversation surrounding being an independent artist. Spotify said, fuck us. So I said, Hollywood, here I come. Okay.
They just lifted the strike for the actors or writers, I guess.
Yes, they did. On exactly 119 days later. Don Hunter says, you better know your correct dosage on them edibles. You'll mess around and shatter yourself in the matrix. You know what's crazy?
That ass, me.
No, but listen, you don't even need edibles, right? I know that at some
Oh my God.
there, who was it? One of my favorite comedians was on Instagram. She was talking about how, I think it was like Whole Foods, one of these real health food stores, like they were selling like in a bag mushrooms, and she said, I felt like I was Smokey in the chicken coop. How the hell do y'all got this retailing in regular stores? So people were like, what was the name of that shit?
Right. Drop the link.
She said, so it had you fucked up like that? She said, yeah, it had me. So then she popped up in a video after that. She says, y'all think I'm stupid. Y'all want me to name this shit without an affiliate link. I'm going to wait to get my affiliate link. She got her affiliate link.
And
got
I'll be
all...
glad to put you on whatever you want me to put you on to.
That's how you got to do it, though, guys. I hate to say it. People like, that's gatekeeping. No, it's not. I get an affiliate link. You buy shit. I get a little, off the top. Take it off the
Wrong with
top,
that.
Tommy. You get the little, you
Take a little off the top.
you send a referral, we will refer you. You know what I'm saying? We give you some money in your pockets. We will refer money to your pockets. That's what you do. That's
But
why I get mad
it's-
at people that don't get it. They don't get that concept.
I think it's kind of wild because I do know people who have experimented with shrooms, and the descriptions that I would read, I don't know if I want to experience that, because if I try to do so, if I try to do a little shroom, it's gonna turn into this.
Damn, son.
Cause those two motherfuckers are not real. That's
That is a one-way ticket to Club Grippy Socks.
party of one.
The coloring books are right here.
And no, you can't have your cell phone. I'm sorry.
The apples and cookies are here. And at 4:00, we have circle time.
Okay, do y'all have Lorna Doones? Because if you have Lorna Doones, I'll be fine.
They usually do.
All right, I'm there.
Last time I was there, they had it.
I'm telling you, those Lorna Doones smack. You cannot experience the good. I know it's just a sugar cookie, a little shortbread cookie, but you cannot experience Lorna
Buttery.
Doone
It's buttery.
until you reach 35.
You won't get it, guys. You're not going to get it.
You're not going to get the joy of eating a shortbread cookie. And it's just a shortbread cookie. I know, but it's Lorna Doone.
It's delicious.
It's just wonderful. I feel like curling up with my favorite robe and rubbing my feet together while watching Golden Girls while I eat Lorna Doones. Like that's what I want to do.
I eat those as I dip it in eggnog.
Ooh, eggnog.
Yeah.
Well, I've recently gotten into the habit of having my evening coffee. And if I have time, I do make some in the morning. I might carry some. Like this morning, I was up at 5:30 because my bladder said, "Nah, bitch, you finna get up right now."
Oh, don't you hate those? And then it's chilly. And you can't go back
And
to
I
sleep.
and I don't get up till 6, and I'm always up at 5:55, whether I set my alarm or not. Thank you, daylight saving time.
And that shit. I'm like, it's no reason why it's 9:00 at 4:00 in the afternoon.
I am struggling at 8:30 to keep my eyes open. The reason why it's 8:15 and I'm only doing the show because that's the only reason why I'm not asleep, because I'm here doing the show. If we were not live right now, I'll be sitting right here doing like this, catching
Don
fish,
Hunter.
catching fish. It's wild. And I'm in the bed by like 9:15. My mom's like, "Yo, why are you going to bed so early?" I said, "Listen here, my eyes.
I don't know what it is.
My eyes have clocked out for the day. I'm done."
I don't know what it is. Don Hunter says it's like taking any other medicine. Meds are for sneezing, have side effects of death, reincarnation, death again, bleeding of the eyes, anus, ears, and coughing. Some have experienced sleep.
No, can we talk about side effects of medicine real quick?
Hell
Don,
yeah.
Segway King right here. Why do certain medicines have such crazy side effects? Say, for instance, you take a medicine for, I don't know, depression, and one of the leading side effects would be like, I don't know,
Death.
loss of limb, loss of eyesight, loss of taste, loss of your teeth, loss of your hair. Why have I got to lose all of this just to not be depressed?
I'll one up that. I had recently an ear infection. No one knows why. No one knows how. So with this ear infection, it required me to take 2 antibiotics. One for my ear and one, just regular. So of course, one day, and not to be extremely graphic, but I don't give a fuck, we're adults. I'm chilling. And I'm like, I'm itching like I stole something.
You on that shit?
I called the doctor, right? And I said to the doctor, and it's a male doctor, and if you're a lady here, you'll understand what I'm saying. I called the doctor, who was a male, and, I asked to speak to him personally. They said he was with a patient, so then I had the lady on the phone. And for some strange reason, everyone just loves me, and I love it. And I say it's strange because I was in a lot of pain. So the lady on the phone, the receptionist, she was very funny. So this is exactly how it happened. She goes, can you please tell me exactly like what is going on? Like, I said, girl, I have been digging. I feel like my vag is going to fall out.
Yikes.
So she's like, oh my God. What medicine? Hold on, let me go get your charge. But on hold, I'm doing the itchy dance in the chair because I'm like,
the whole music just.
so of course she comes back and she says, I just spoke to the doctor. He says to stop taking that immediately. I said, well, but do I need to see somebody? Because, everything is fucked up down here. She says, we're going to have to give you another prescription.
So you got to take a medicine for the medicine with the medicine that's giving you these crazy ass side effects. Side effects could include, but not limited to, itchy vac. Like, bro, what?
And this is what's funny. It wasn't a yeast infection. It wasn't anything like that. It just was making me itch. I had spots all over my body, my neck, my legs.
An allergic reaction, perhaps.
It was a very bad allergic reaction, but it started localized down there, right? So, of course, if you're a person that's like a heavy sleeper, you could be digging at night and don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I woke up inflamed. Okay.
Yikes.
And then on top of that, being a woman on your monthly, God was like, girl, fuck you. This month, fuck your whole veg. Fuck it. Well, I don't give a fuck. You're laying down. Okay, I'm laying you down. Okay. I was in bed with the ice pack. And I was like, yo, what the fuck? All for an ear infection.
See?
So it created more problems than what I asked for. I was like, bitch, I could have just went deaf and been happy.
Right.
I should have just went deaf. I was like, for all of that, and I don't wish that on anybody. It's like people don't get it. When you have situations going on and, you got some women, this was a big conversation. Women, put that stuff, put stuff up there or they use a pad. It was not nice. So if you saw me mean those couple of days, you know why. You know why. But yes, it is the truth when I say like natural remedies. It's like we forget that they're like God put on the earth natural herbs to heal us. And these mofos make money off of us getting sick and them partially healing us for us to then cure the side effects from what they partially gave us to heal. Don Hunter says, I once went to the doctor for a headache. They said we could give you insert med here, but you might not like the side effects. I said, what are the side effects? He says, erectile dysfunction. I believe it.
Wait, what?
Oh, you got a limp? Oh, I'm sorry, but this will help the limp, but you might get a limp somewhere else.
Yikes. Well,
Ooh, that'll do it. You don't have to worry about me. You do not have to worry about me.
I will go without that medicine.
I just say, you know what? Epsom salt that. Epsom salt. And Robitussin. Robitussin.
Now, here's some side effects. If you are a type 2 diabetic and you suffer from type 2 diabetes, and you use the medicine Ozempic, and I love that commercial. I sing it all the time.
I think my grandmother was on that.
I should not be singing it, but Ozempic, like
oh yes, I've been seeing.
I be at work just belting that shit from the top of my lungs. Ozempic, and like it's 11:30. I know what time it is based on what commercials on. That is sad.
That's the truth.
And that is terrible. Okay, Ozempic may cause serious side effects, including inflammation of your pancreas, changes in vision, low blood sugar, kidney problems, kidney failure, serious allergic reactions, gallbladder problems. The most common side effect of Ozempic may include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, stomach, abdominal pain, and constipation. You are a diabetic. Why have you got to worry about vomiting, diarrhea, stomach, abdominal pain, kidney problems? Low blood sugar should be the only thing that you would really have to worry about because you are a type 2 diabetic and you have to monitor your sugar.
Right.
Changes in vision, inflammation of your pancreas.
Just kill me.
Just let me be a type 2 diabetic. Just let me eat all the little Debbie cakes and just die. Just let me go.
End it. I will just end it.
End it.
I was type 2 for my gestational diabetes and yeah. I don't wish that on anybody.
Okay, also, let's see. If you take metformin, which is another medicine for diabetics, you have side effect.
You know she gonna do it, right?
Oh, that is an idea. That is an idea.
Oh, 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 it's the
I've been to mix Ozempic with O'Reilly's in a minute. I've been to fucked it all up.
facts.
Makes you listen to that. I feel like, you know what?
Stop it. Get some help.
Metformin side effects include, but are not limited to, stomach pain, nausea, decreased appetite, diarrhea, dizziness, fast heartbeat, fever,
Oh, that's
headaches,
scary.
trouble breathing, unusual muscle pain, anxiety, cold sweats, confusion, drowsiness, lower back or side pain, pale skin, bladder pain, difficulty with concentrating, and gas.
Oh, that's Club Grippy Socks right away. That's right away. Heart racing. Oh wow. Yeah, you going in.
Side effects also include feeling hungry, trembling, or shaking.
I'm trembling and shaking when I want a snack, so I get it.
Like, do I want to? Oh, how about the one? What is it? My former charge aide, she was taking a medicine to quit smoking. I forgot Chantix, and one of the craziest side effects was homicidal tendencies. I said, dude, what?
Yeah, because you want a cigarette that bad.
Bitch, I'm gonna need for you to sit on the other side of the room. We're not gonna talk. We're not gonna talk. Because if you get to bouncing your leg and then you get to doing all this right here, no, we're just go outside and have a cigarette. I'm not gonna judge you. Because what you're not gonna do is turn on me, and then next thing you know, we're a worker short because you itching for a cigarette.
No, when I went to Club Grippy Socks, they gave me that, and I didn't like the way. Like, no, them dreams. No,
And that's why my charge ain't stopped taking it because she said she was having the most craziest like nightmares.
I don't listen. I don't know what it is. The patch too.
Oh yeah.
The patch definitely. Oh my God. I had such bad dreams, and I literally said, "Yo." I mean, I quit cold turkey.
I could go.
Obviously because I was pregnant, but before that, I was smoking for about maybe 10 years. So to quit, like when I smell cigarettes now, I go insane. I can't stand the smell.
My thing is, why have you got to smell like a pack of Newports first thing in the morning?
Not even that. Like when people, like I was walking behind a dude, like an elderly dude. He's walking and smoking a cigarette.
And just
I
a waft.
it just was blown. Like I was like, all right, Thomas the Train, motherfucker, can you move? Shit. I felt bad, but I was like, come on. I said, if I ever, to anybody that I have ever did that to in my days, I apologize. I get it.
apologize.
I fucking get it because I cannot, look, I cannot stand it. I smell it and I'm just like, bruh. And I'll also say this sadly in New York City, once they legalized things, I can't stand the smell of weed either. Because it's not real weed. I'm sorry.
I smell that first thing in the morning as well.
I say this. People get mad because I can't stand. Like I look at dispensaries like it's the AI of weed. Okay, I don't like it. It's synthetic to me, right? And people that say that it's the same shit. Look, if you smoke, which I've been reading a lot of comments. Again, like I said, I have a application that looks at trends. I mean, how else do you think I find shit to talk about on TikTok? I look at trends. The trend one day was people that was admitting that the formula in marijuana is a little bit different. Because, again, I'm like, y'all ain't, I don't even trust a weed guy. You gonna sit around and fuck around and die over a fifth because they accidentally or intentionally put Fenty in that. And quite frankly, it's like I've been reading comments of people that said that back then you used to smoke weed, it was fuck that shit. Now you smoke weed, you're like, oh my God, I think I need a hospital because you're having panic attacks.
Right.
Weed should not be causing panic attacks. It should not be causing increase in heart rate. It should not be making you feel like you're smoking in the chicken coop. That's why I don't really think that the shit that they're putting in the dispensaries is real weed. It's not. That's why I was like, I said, I quit cold turkey because the formulas have changed. Cigarettes started tasting like straight up poison. And now you got weed that smells like straight up chemical. It doesn't smell planty. So, you know, these high school kids walk by and they're smoking. I'm like, bitch, you smoking K2. You smoking
you remember when that was what a
I
time.
remember that was bum weed, we called it. We called it bum weed. You know, you couldn't buy weed, so you smoked K2 and you were on that Scooby snacked and got smacked in the hospital. So again, you know, I'm all for legalization of things, but again, once the government puts their hands in it, I don't trust it, honey. I don't trust it. I've watched people wild out, and I'm like, what the fuck did you smoke? Weed? That wasn't no damn weed. It can't be no weed. They did something to the shit. What did Cat Williams say? You got, you know, if you got to add shit to it, cook it, and all this other stuff, they're putting too much chemicals in the weed now. I don't need grandfather's angel wings. No, thank you.
Jesus.
What kind of strain is this? You gonna be straining to live?
Man. What Cat Williams said, whatever happened to weed? Like, I could just get by with Reggie. Now they got some shit that got you sitting in the corner contemplating life, just staring at the refrigerator with no food in it.
Look, I had back in the day Sour D, right? Sour D was my favorite. I had my dude used to meet me at the bus stop. I give him a nod. He tell me it's in there. It's in the envelope upstairs. I'm like, thank you so much. Fucking pay him. I go and I get my Philly cheesesteak, my chips, and my Sour Power straws.
You got to have your provisions.
Okay? I get home. My clothes are already laid out because I know I'm about to lay out. About to get fucked up, okay?
Yes, sir.
I roll my shit up in the finest blunt. And I just sit. And then I watched conspiracy videos. Nothing to scare me, but enough to make you think, you know? Mm-hmm. Then I played my video games. And then I would go to sleep after stuffing my face. You can't do that no more. It don't hit like that no more. It don't. If you got to smoke 3 and 4 of these shits, I'm like, they're doing something to it. It's not.
You gotta have the wake up blunt. Then you gotta have the breakfast blunt. Then you gotta have your brunch blunt. Then you have to have the lunch brunch blunt. And then you gotta have the
struggle blunt. You have to have the struggle blunt.
The struggle. You gotta have the struggle. Mm-hmm. And then you have to have the I'm on the way home. And then you have to smoke again before you cook dinner, and then you smoke again after you eat dinner. It's too much.
That's too much.
If you have to smoke more than 4 times a day, stop.
You ain't Snoop Dogg.
Stop.
You ain't Snoop Dogg.
Because you have built a tolerance to weed at this point. You're just smoking it because it's what what you're used to doing.
Yeah, nowadays, like I said, it's not the same shit. So
good weed, you can get a few hits off of a good one, and you'll be good for hours.
Yeah, you'll be. It's never, especially in New York, you're not gonna get that high no more. It's a wrap. It's kind of like, you know, a person that does heroin for the first time. You're not gonna get that same high like you had the first time. So you gotta, you know, either step back, relax, you know, get high off of God's supply, and call it a day.
It's crazy to me that, like, you know, when I'm walking up to the bus stop or whatever, and people are, you know, riding by, and the first thing I smell is like weed. Like, bro, you can't even make it to work.
Right.
Like, you wake up, you roll up, or you have it already rolled and waiting when you wake up first thing in the morning.
Yeah, I couldn't smoke before work. What?
I wouldn't get anything done, and I know me.
Not even on a lunch break. I'd be too paranoid.
Nope, I'd be asleep.
I'd be too paranoid. My friends used to always like, hey, we're gonna go smoke a cigarette. You coming? I'm like, no, I'm good. Why? I can't handle it. I'll tell my boss to go fuck himself, and then I'll be out of a job. No, thank you. I'll be too relaxed. I don't want to be too relaxed.
Like, let me tell you what I really think, motherfucker.
These motherfuckers ain't real.
No, you got to do the fingers. These 2 motherfuckers are not real. She was sounding like Mickey Mouse, no, for real, because
she was petrified.
And where did she go?
She been doing a press tour, I believe. She's been on a couple of podcasts. She goes on podcasts to tell people she can't talk about what she saw. I'm like, why go on the podcast then? At
Right.
that point, just say, look,
'Cause I need the tea. Like,
an
who were you
attorney-
looking at?
an attorney advised her to let the public know that she didn't see anything, and it is what it is.
She gonna be at home chilling one day, just minding her business.
FBI, open up!
That scream does it every time.
It's that final that final angst. Did we ever find the clip of where that came from?
We did. We did. It was off of a movie. I forgot what it was. But yeah, no, we found the origin of that.
I think we were looking for the origin of that at one point. You said, actually, you did send it to me. You did. You said, I found
did.
it. I found it.
So yeah, I opened. Computer went flying, chairs and tables went flying. This bitch in the middle of the floor. Ah!
Oh my God.
But we need to know these two motherfuckers are not real. But
I wanted to say one thing though. Which I'll I'm mentioning it now. I'll mention it now, but we'll probably polish this in a better way behind the scenes. So as our last when we were popping on caffeine. These motherfuckers, I fucking hate these motherfuckers. Anyway, I wanted to say that I've been dealing with, obviously, jumping through different streams. I'm in Discord like crazy. I'm not in my server a lot, but I'm in a lot of servers. And, just talking to different podcasters and streamers on the best platforms available for being able to get your viewers and listeners the content that they want behind the scenes and the merch that they want. And I settled on, I think RTIM show is going to be on Fourth Wall. Fourth Wall, and when I complete it, because I've been working on it, once I complete it, we're going to drop it. You guys are going to love it. It's going to have merch. You're going to get your mugs. You're going to get your stickers. If you can't afford a hoodie, you can get beanies. I'm making pennies, drawers, anything you guys want from the show.
now wait a minute. Now you know damn well. Ain't no man gonna walk around in no drawers without faces on his ass.
Yes, they will.
Like, who the hell is Seven and Mink?
We
Why are
wanna-
they on your drawers?
We want to keep you warm during the winter months. And not just that, we have, there's just so much things on there. And of course, if you can't afford anything, it's a donation tab. You know what I'm saying? All proceeds go to the show in paying for whatever we need, the lights, whatever. So Fourth Wall, stay tuned to that. We'll be able to drop that. It'll also have content from our TikTok page. Everything is going to go straight to the Fourth Wall. And, I've been using it. Somebody ordered a mug for me the other day. Okay. I just ordered a mug, and it's a dope process. And I want RTIM show to have a homepage, because we've had several different websites and shit, but it just didn't.
It didn't really pan out the way we wanted.
At least with Fourth Wall, I feel that our viewers will have, something to work with. You know what I'm saying? They'll have something to work with, some behind the scenes shit. If you want to pay monthly to be a subscriber, you could do all that in one place. So I'm working on that. I'm going to do the drop for that. We're just going to work on more content and, get the show, we get about a month in, and then we'll probably drop it. So you guys stay tuned to that. It's going to have a screen on it when you join. You could start joining now as subscribers, whatever case may be, but it'll be like you're going to have to wait for the drop. We'll do giveaways, all that stuff on the platform. So I hope you guys like it when we drop it.
Yeah,
it's like, damn, Mix, you didn't tell me that. Look, I forgot. I thought I was thinking about it. I said, I know I had to tell you something. Oh yeah, the Fourth Wall. Okay, that's what it was. So.
Well, I'll be excited to see it as well. I think we're all going to be surprised.
I was very surprised. And one of these, there was a top streamer that actually recommended it to me. Said, you guys should, every podcaster should have this. Every stream should have this. Every community should have it. I said, Fourth Wall. I'm always looking up platforms and shit. How the fuck didn't I know about this?
Right. And you're the queen of social media.
I'm the queen. And I didn't know that. But obviously this was like it's gatekeeping for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So I want more people to join. I mean, if you want a sign up link, we can send it to you. You guys can sign up and get yourself a $10 coupon. But you know, it's worth it if you guys are content creators. If you're like, I don't want Patreon, but I want it to be a little bit more hip. Fourth wall, 100%.
Fourth wall, y'all. Stay tuned for the drop.
Yeah.
Uh, can we talk about your girl real quick?
Which one? Oh my God.
Cause I want to know why. She just recently canceled the Phoenix leg of her tour.
Why that face though? I don't want to be here, face.
No, cause you see what she said. You better be lucky I show the fuck up. Like, be happy. You know what, Lauren?
Did you see my rant on that? I know you
I
saw my rant on that.
I seen your rant, and I kind of agree with you, but it's also we made you who you are. Okay. We're not saying that we're owed anything, but if I'm going to pay any of my pretty coint on you, I'd like to see some results. And I don't need you coming in 2.5 hours late singing any of your songs like you're in a dress rehearsal, a rush dress rehearsal at that. And from what I'm understanding, she does not own the rights to several of the songs, so she has to come up with her own original whatevers. I'm gonna have to. I should have did more.
Maybe that's why she don't give a fuck.
Cause I mean, I would hold on. I want to pull up a clip of her singing live, and then she's gonna hit you with the "Y'all better be lucky I showed the hell up."
I feel like she's being like her hand is being forced, and she probably doesn't want to do shows and stuff like that. But
Well, she canceled the Phoenix tour because her doctor suggested that she rest her vocal cords. But baby, the way you're straining on stage to sing the few songs that you're there for, yeah, no, you're gonna need that break. Cause you sound like a cat scratching on a chalkboard, a tone deaf cat scratching on a chalkboard.
that bad?
It's terrible. And you have a couple of people who went to a few of the shows. Oh, she did all right. She's okay. Okay, hold on. I got a clip right here. Let me put my iPhone weenie back in pause.
I don't like the iPhone weenies. Freaking 1 year warranty having motherfuckers.
Okay, so this was her. I'm not sure where, but hold on. No, no, hold on.
Some guys are only about they think that that's what folks say. That thing,
She's doing all of this.
that thing. I say, guys, you better watch out.
Like it sounds like very ill prepared. Like you were just doing a dress rehearsal, like rehearsing in front of your fans.
You know what I find crazy?
I'm not wasting money on that. I'm sorry.
Besides the fact that Instagram is being extremely.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. That's Beyonce. Wait a minute.
Uh-oh. Bye, show. Pull the plug.
Hold on. That's Beyonce. We can't do that.
So now I
We
told
do
you,
not own
ladies.
we do not own the clips that have been played on this show.
So
Please don't cancel us.
there was actual I follow a lot of people that talk about the history of songs and when they blew up and how they blew up. And hold on a second. And basically one of them was Lauryn Hill about with Kanye's song When It All Falls Down. Now, I didn't know the history behind it, so I was like, oh, cool, something different to see on Instagram besides some bullshit.
Right.
So basically, the story was that, hold on. So basically, the history of the song was Kanye West reached out to Lauren. He wanted to use that hook. She originally said, I got to think about it. So then she didn't get back to him. So then Kanye and his friend flew out to where she was at to go in person, to ask for the blessing. And then she said, all right, fine. So they were so happy, so elated, got the song done. And when they went to get the final approval for the licensing and stuff, she said, never mind. Now you can't have it. And then they had to go immediately before this album was about to drop because they were, against time. They found a woman that had similar vocals and was able to sing. See, people think that that's Lauryn Hill's voice, and it's not.
I knew
It's-
it wasn't, but I didn't know they had tapped her to do it anyway.
Yeah. So,
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I thought it was Mary J. Blige.
I don't know who the hell I thought it was. I just know that it just sounded like sonically like in that range.
That rasp made me think that it was Mary J. Blige, and I'm like, is that?
I think I don't even know who I thought it was. But I thought it was a sample.
Because you know how Kanye is. He's good with those.
So of course, I'm in the comments because I like to play devil's advocate, and I'm sorry to people that I kind of make you think beyond the box. And I said, I get it, because all the comments were just so disrespectful to her. Oh yeah. So I just basically said, why are y'all mad? It's her record. If she decides that she don't want to do it no more, that's still her record. Too bad. Tough cookie.
That is true.
I can understand, like, if that halted the entire process and the album never dropped because of her. The album still dropped. You guys still loved it. You had Stacey Dash running through a fucking airport, and it was a hit.
Kanye said there's more than one way to skin a cat.
Right. But again, I say this, and people would argue with me about it. I just said, look, bottom line is this.
She messed up a bag. She fumbled a bag, though. I mean, it was her prerogative to do so.
It's true.
Damn.
Somebody did reply that to me, and I just said, well, there's a lot of musicians that don't make music for money. They don't do it for clout. They just make the songs because that's what they sonically want to create. Now, if a person came to me and said, Minx, I love your song and I want to sample it, and it's, Drake wants to sample it, I'll tell him to sample these nuts.
Damn.
Because, I have an issue. You know what I'm saying? I have an issue with, and I mean this from a real strong perspective as a songwriter and a person that does hooks and all that, right? So you do a hook, and then 10 years down the line, you find out that this person was a horrible person. Your name is now attached to that stigma.
Right.
And again, like, what if Lauryn Hill avoided a big boo-boo, right, with Kanye West's anti-Semitic remarks? Her legacy is now attached to a negative connotation.
Right.
And regardless, I understand that people, they feel, oh, I should be able to sample whatever. But I said, at the end of the day, music is frequency, and frequency, it doesn't die. Right. It comes to a stop, but it doesn't come to a full stop, because then, you hear a song and what happens? Even though the song is done, it'll still be playing in your head. And you're still hearing it. The other person, maybe other people don't hear it. I get it that, she fumbled the bag. I'm like, yeah, I believe that at the time she probably felt that there was energy around Kanye that she didn't want her name attached to. And they still got the melody. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? They still got the what's the word I'm looking for? They still got the go ahead to interpolate it.
Yeah.
But she didn't want to be like vocally on the record. And I get it, right? So other songwriters are like, okay, when you explain it that way, it makes sense, because look at all these people that did songs with R. Kelly. Their heart was there. Yeah. Their heart was there. But let you go up to to somebody now, right? Some of these celebrities don't want to do podcasts because they're going to bring up, what was it like working with this heinous rapist?
Heinous. Oh my gosh, I love that word.
What was it like Did you have any idea? So now your interview that was supposed to be something positive
It was supposed to be about you.
is now turned to the scope of this is going to get clipped. Okay.
That part.
This is going to get clipped. Some hater or over analytical podcast motherfucker is going to use this as an example. And then you're going to have to battle it in the comments until the next distraction comes. So I get it. Like a lot of our greats, you know, they made decisions that they did at the time that they felt was best for their career. And would I have loved to hear Lauryn Hill sing that? Absolutely. But I think that we got used to the way that it dropped, and we should just be happy that it did drop. It was still a bop.
It was still a good song. Still a good
But
song.
let's not drag. We don't know what's going on with Lauryn Hill, just like we don't know what the hell's going on with Weezy. And I don't like y'all sitting online being armchair medical professionals. You don't know what the fuck is happening with Weezy, bro.
Didn't he say he had like some dental work done or something?
He looked like he got his
swelling?
teeth pulled.
Yeah.
And he probably couldn't get out of the interview. And now y'all trying to, you know, chat with Bozeman, this dude. It's not right.
Leave him alone.
Why are we speculating? Like now, all of a sudden, Cardi B got BO, halitosis, and all this shit because an armchair dentist decided to go and cam up and say that her tongue looked a certain way. It's like we have to stop assuming people's medical status.
Have y'all not learned anything from Tasha K?
Oh, I know Cardi's going to get... Look, I say this, Cardi, girl, I wouldn't let that dentist go. Because Cardi B has a professional dentist. She actually has a practice. Because I was doing research from a podcast. Cardi actually has a dentist. And all Cardi don't even have to clap back. People are like, how come she... Because Cardi's not dumb. Cardi don't have to clap back. All she has to do is go to her dentist and her medical professionals, and she could send a cease and desist, even though that's not going to do nothing. So she could send a cease and desist to take down that fucking video, right? What's done is done, yes. But have her professional doctor, paid or not, give their professional medical opinion debunking this TikToker. And now you're going to get Tasha Cade. Because you're online, that's considered ethically. You're violating ethics doing that, trying to be edgy.
And it's slander. Like, why are you talking about this lady's health like that? You don't know her personally.
It's not just slander, right? Because she could lose her license for that. Like I'm on TikTok, I'm on internet explaining to people. They said, well, why would she get mad? It has nothing to do with that. Understand that when you decide to take an oath in the medical field, it's not only the fact that you're not hurting people or harming people or providing them with impeccable care. Your job is to also hold a code of moral ethics. And it is not ethically sound to hop on Beyonce's internet and get on here and post up a video. Because like somebody said, what happens if she just got finished eating a piece of candy? Somebody said, oh, so you're gonna go back and forth with a person that has a medical license? I said, do you know that it's practicing medicine for a reason? It's practicing law for a reason. You're still practicing because the ideas are constantly evolving.
Whether
They're
you're
constantly
on the clock or not.
Right. So when you decide to get on social media and you decide to be social with your media and you are projecting an unethical opinion, girl, kiss it goodbye.
There have been a lot of medical professionals that have lost their licenses and their livelihoods over social media, TikTok namely.
Yeah. All that just, I mean, again, even if this is why I say, if you mean it from a place of love, why didn't you go out of your way to contact her people
Right.
to say, look, I am a professional medically. And again, I'm not standing up for Cardi B like because I fuck with her like that. I just looking at the situation because people are like, you say you don't give a fuck about celebrities, look at you, but this affects us. You have medical professionals that are in the comment section telling people you need to go see your doctor immediately. That thing on your face, it looks cancerous. Why write it in the comments if you're concerned?
Right. You could have just sent me a direct message Or
So
just
then-
mind your business.
So then you go to the doctor, they do all these procedures because you are in the comment section doing all that, and then you don't consider that mental anguish when they tell them that there's absolutely nothing wrong with them? You had them all undergo all these procedures? Like, again, there's a time and a place for everything. And even if this is happening with a celebrity like Cardi B, it's still the fact that this happens to regular people too. That's why I'm speaking on it. It happens to regular people. These doctors online. Maybe you should stick to the dancing. Not on the clock, though.
Not on the clock.
But again, there's a time and a place for everything. And this was total fucking slander, in my opinion.
Y'all gonna
She
get
looks like
enough
she
of
has-
Mess with Cardi.
She said she looks like she has that looks like body odor. Looks like she has vaginal problems. See, now, what happened the last time somebody mentioned her vag? Like, what if I wouldn't even call it mansplaining. This was doctor-splaining. Y'all have to stop doctor-splaining. And if you want to provide a professional opinion, you need to contact someone directly and not embarrass them on social media. Period.
Period. Because social media is.
I was so pissed when I saw that.
It ruins people's life.
I was so pissed
If
when
you-
I
if
saw
you let
that.
it.
I really was so pissed when I saw that. Because, honestly, we don't know people's medical situations. What if Cardi B does have a medical problem and she didn't want people to know? What if this was...
And then here comes the, well, she shouldn't be on social media. No, two things can be true at once.
Right.
She's grown. She's going to do what she wants. And you can also mind your business.
Exactly. That's why
It's not
I
affecting you directly. Please mind your business. It's
I
free.
feel so angry when I'm on social media now. It's like I don't like Threads has been nice. I've been on Threads arguing with everybody, but it was like a collective argument. X ain't the same. I don't even fuck what nobody says. X is not the same.
It's changed.
It's the
I've
energy's
actually been
off.
on it. I've been on it more, but I'm trying to. It's like something's missing. It's like you cooking the spaghetti sauce. There's something missing.
The spatula. I mean, not spatula. The the stirring, the big
The
fork.
spoon.
Yeah, it's you know what I feel. It's because of the verification badge. So everyone's just posting edgy shit.
Man, listen.
Because they're getting paid for it. Like one of my friends actually is a paid, like he's like, I don't take what you say personally, but this check though, you might look mean because I know you mad.
That blue check is going to get people hurt.
But that's why Elon, the only good thing that Elon did do, that community notes is going to pop your pockets. You better be telling the truth and nothing but the truth.
No, because them community notes, are they fact checked and...
I'm going to say this. There was an article that I saw that really upset me. There was a mother a black woman, obviously, because, the worst shit ever could happen to us. So a mother was looking for her son. He was in his 30s. She could not find him. He was kind of mentally disturbed, but not to the point where he couldn't be by himself. So once he was missing for about 2-3 weeks, she then went to Facebook because the police didn't want to help her. It just was very difficult. They were like, he's a grown man. The fuck? So she goes on Facebook and she puts up a missing poster. And it turns out that her son was killed by a police officer who struck him, off-duty officer who struck him. He was on the highway. I think he was crossing to go across and he got hit. So what happened was that the police department claimed that they notified her through a text message. And that was the only attempt to find his family, right? So not only that, because they couldn't find his family, it's not like they buried him in Potter's Field somewhere. They buried him in a prison graveyard.
What?
Okay, so here's what pissed me, and I'm bringing this up for a reason, because the community notes made me want to break my phone in fucking half. And a couple of racists came after me, but I'm like, you're just being edgy. Community notes felt the need to add the following context. that he was high on PCP. I said, so, mind you, when I went off, they took that note off. They took it off. So I said, they said the mother was notified through a text message. The mother's phone was a Boost mobile phone. Okay, so she obviously was having issues with keeping it turned on, so she never received a text message. So what I did was I challenged the community notes that day, and I said, what the fuck does being high on PCP have anything to do with the fact that this family was still not properly notified? Right? That's the first thing. The second thing is that they buried him in an unmarked grave in a prison graveyard.
That sounds like a cover up for like from Jump.
And community notes also wanted the public to know that it was an off-duty police officer. He was not on duty when he was accidentally struck for illegally crossing the road. So I said, okay. Now I had to go to find the article because, people just paraphrase because, they took away the ability to read the linear notes. Mm-hmm. So I had to go and find the article. So I did. I read it completely. And I basically said to the people at Community Notes that their community note was racist. It was racist. Why does it matter? First of all, he was schizophrenic, and the medication that they said he was on after I did research, because again, I attached all these notes. I said, the medication that he was on will actually pop up that he is taking PCP because it was supposed to level him out on that way. There's a chemical in there in his medication that was in his pocket when he was found deceased. The medication had that level of PCP in it. So he wasn't high. He was properly medicated. And he was on his way to looking for work. They tried to make him sound like he was a drug addict bum that wowed out on the highway and decided he was just crossing the road because he thought it was safe to cross.
So they did a toxicology report and the whole nine and still didn't bother to notify anybody.
The mother found out that her son was murdered through Facebook. That's what I found the most fucking heinous.
That hurts.
And she was interviewed.
If you couldn't get in touch with the mother, there was nobody else they could have reached.
Here's what's funny, right? You hear what I just said? They found his prescription medication bottle in his pocket.
They could have called us there.
So I'm reading, because, we watch a lot of crime shit.
Of course.
So I'm like, when y'all went to the pharmacy, because, obviously you have to go to the DA, you have to say, look, we got. So when you did all of that shit, you just sent a text message? You never stopped by the mother's house? Not once, not twice?
Right.
Nothing? You didn't leave a note, a post-it? Like most detectives, especially homicide, they leave their business card in the window? On the door, taped? You mean to tell me they made absolutely no effort?
None.
And Community Notes wanted you to know that he was high on PCP and he was mentally disturbed and was high when he was found, and that the officer was off duty.
That is wild.
And the mother was notified through text. They wanted to include that too.
Like, we attempted to reach her. No, you didn't. You did nothing. That was shit.
And, racists came for me. Oh, he's a 30-year-old bum. I said, okay, you know what? At the end of the day, I'm like, you're hiding behind an anime picture. And you're talking about the deceased. And I am a person, I don't care if you're black, white, Puerto Rican. I don't care what you are. You don't allow the police to get away in this fashion. They were wrong. I'm like, what was the police officer doing speeding on a highway like that then?
Right.
Because it wasn't really a highway. Like, it was like a parkway or whatever. But he was off duty. No other car saw him. No other person came forward and said, hey, I saw an accident. A guy got flung 30 feet. None of that.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, these are the things that I say that Community Notes, it's good. But it's bad.
I've always wondered if that was like actual factual, like someone actually took the time to do the research and say, hey, before you put that lie out there, here's that.
They'll hit at Community Notes. But I'll tell you, when I went back, they took it after I submitted all that information, because I was so angry. I was like, what if that was one of my loved ones? Mm-hmm. I wouldn't want their last idea of legacy to be, first of all, by the death of a police officer. But I also wouldn't want their legacy to be that they died by accident because they were high on PCP and a cop that was he wasn't on duty accidentally hit him. And my mother was
Definitely don't want to
contacted.
find out on Facebook.
The mother was contacted. I would love to see any detective, which I've spoken to detectives. When do you ever text someone to say that your loved one is gone?
You don't. As many times as we've watched the first 48, you have never seen a police officer send a text message like, well, we attempted to notify next of kin.
They'll text you to say that they need to speak to you.
Yeah.
But if they text you and you, because I've been texted by a detective one time, and they fucking showed up twice. When you have roommates and you don't know who your roommate is, that's how you find out what your roommate's about.
Wait a minute.
It's like, we need to talk to you. What time do you get off of work? I was like, who the fuck is this? I literally wrote back, who the fuck is this? Says, oh, this is just detective, sergeant detective, blah, 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 from the this precinct. And I was like, how did you get my number? He said, don't worry about that. I need to speak to you. When can I?
No. I need to worry about
was
that.
like,
'Cause
are
who
you-
gave you my number?
And I called the number too, and it was the real deal, y'all. It was the real deal, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And when I said, I don't get home until about 6 o'clock, he says, oh, we'll pick you up from work. It's no problem. We just wanted to have a chat. They were there. So don't tell me that they made every absolute attempt to find this woman or family member. Because even the pharmacist, you think the pharmacist, yes, this is his address. His mother comes here to fill up his prescription. Do you want me to drop a note for you? Something. But community notes, you dropped the ball with that. I'm sorry. That's why I had to check y'all.
They dropped the ball. The police dropped the ball. The city dropped the ball.
Everybody's
failed.
responsible. No mother should have to find out their child is dead through the internet. I'm sorry.
If I ever find out, like,
She better
that's-
sue the fucking pants off of them. That's all I
oh
know.
my gosh, pants, socks, drawers.
And the fact that they buried him and now she has to spend money to exhume him, to give him a proper burial. Like, what the fuck? They did that so dirty. And it's like, it looks like they probably thought that he had no family and that nobody was going to find out.
Oh, he was high on drugs. Nobody's gonna miss him.
Yeah. And he was schizophrenic. So
That is,
you killed a mentally ill person who was trying to get a job that day. He was on a job interview. He was trying to cross the street to get to the other side because he had a job interview.
fucked up.
Fucking disgusting.
Tighten up, motherfuckers. Tighten up. We're gonna one more topic because we gotta end this on a positive note.
I'm sorry, y'all. I came in too hot
Here
today.
you go. Come on, man.
But you know what? I said, I like to take the time, even though, we don't have millions and millions of followers yet, I like to put out in the universe that, we do care about those who are not talked about. They use these podcasts for like the most negative, dumb shit. And if I could take the time to say, I noticed that story and that really had me fucked up.
Awareness,
I just love to
dig it.
bring, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, guys. I had to do it. I'm sorry.
I wish I had a CSI Miami joke, but I don't.
Ah, yeah. I tried with the screechiness.
No, see, you gotta. No, I missed this. I really did.
Yeah, me too. This is my
final-
therapy.
Our final topic before we roll up out. Keith Lee has been making the rounds here,
Oh, Lord.
and he had Atlanta in a chokehold. Scrambling. Businesses have been scrambling. Candy Burris's Old Lady Gang, for one, has been called out for their rudeness to customers. He sent his family into one restaurant. I think it was called the Real Milk and Honey, and that didn't go according to plan. So he walked in himself, and all of a sudden, here comes the red carpet. Oh my gosh, it's Keith Lee. What do you need? The best table. Da 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 da. and they told the family one thing and told him something totally different, only because he's Keith Lee. For those that don't know who he is a former MMA fighter and a, I don't want to call him a TikTok foodie, because he's traveled, in his MMA career, and has eaten different cuisines. So although he is not a Gordon Ramsay or Emeril Lagasse, if you will, or Andrew Zimmern, he has his opinions, as he is entitled to have. Because if I go somewhere like Mickey D's and I tell you that the cheeseburgers taste like deer ankles, I'm going to assume that you're not going to go in there and say, yeah, no, let me get one of them double cheeseburgers though. Add that mac sauce and let me get some extra pickles because I heard it tastes like deer ankles and I want to know what that tastes like. Like nobody's ever said that. So he gave a honest review of these places that he had been going to. And apparently they say, well, who is this nigga? Who is he to talk about this? Chad Ochocinco, Mr. Chad Johnson, sir. He and Shannon Sharp have a show, a podcast called Nightcap with Unc and Ocho, where he says, you know, who is he to give these opinions? Because he's talking bad about these black folks trying to make it, and we should just support them because they're black people and da 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 da. Two things can be true again at the same time. You can be a successful black business and have some type of customer service training, accountability should be had. Fix your fucking menu. Fix your, like, there are rules in some restaurants, like you can't wear certain clothes, you have to have on this and that. You want to run your restaurant like a little bougie spot, that is fine, but remember, the celebrities are normal people. They don't have priority just because they're celebrities. Like if I walk in there, I request a table, then here comes Ludacris. Now I have to wait 6 hours just to get a fucking table because Ludacris walked in the building. He here to eat just like me. But he's Ludacris, so of course he's going to get first pick because he's a celebrity. But then to tell me, no, 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 I kid you not. Someone said that they went into one restaurant and Ti came in with a party of maybe 8 people. They picked these ladies' plates up, moved them to the far end of the restaurant, close to the damn busboy station. And because they're black businesses, we're supposed to support them. Okay, what's that line? I'm rooting for everybody black. Not everybody deserves it. Not everybody deserves that grace. If your business is not running up to par, someone needs to tell you. Do you want Keith Lee to tell you, or do you want the health inspector to tell you? Because if they got to tell you, you're getting shut down. And you're not going to have a business. And so since he's been going on his tour and going to these spots, he's been getting threats. His family's been getting threats. He's thinking about postponing his tour. I don't want to call it a tour, but I mean, he's been going from city to city. He's been helping restaurants as well. He's raised more than $40,000 for a restaurant owner who had cancer. He helped revive a restaurant who was on the way of foreclosure, and they were this close to closing their restaurant because the marketing wasn't there. He went in there, tasted their food, and gave them utmost praise. Next thing you know, restaurants packed. And they say, oh my gosh, Keith Lee, thank you so very much. Using your platform for good. Now we can keep our business open. This is what we've dreamed of for years. Now we can keep our business open. Thank you very much. But black folks think they're above criticism because, oh, Minx, she has a restaurant. She's black. I'm a supporter. Her food could be trash. Her servers could have the shittiest attitudes. Your dishwasher don't know how to rinse out the glasses. I got little specks of shit in my glass. But I'm supposed to root for her because she's black? No, Chad Ochocinco, that's not how that works. They could be held responsible and accountable, fix their restaurant, fix it up a little bit, zhuzh it up. And so, he said, my daughter told me, she got me right. She got me straight. I understand why he's doing it now. So he kind of walked it back a little bit. But at first he was like, yo, he's not Gordon Ramsay. Oh, so you're going to listen to him? Because he's a chef? His opinion holds the same weight as Keith Lee's to me. Anthony Bourdain, rest his soul. He went all over the world trying out food. If he was to go to one of our local joints here, Kenny's Chicken, and said that the grease was like 8 days old and the chicken tastes like ass, then guess what? Kenny's got some work to do. And that's just what it is. Like, you want your business to prosper? Take the criticism. That's the thing. Black folks cannot take criticism without it being labeled as hate. Oh, he better not come out because we going to get him because he talks shit about my sister's restaurant. Blah, 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 blah. Then tell your sister to tighten the fuck up. Help her out.
I
That's all
agree.
I mean, that's all I can tell you. Tell your sister to tighten up.
That's like, again, when it comes to, the idea of support, right? Professionalism does not go out of the window because that's your homie. And that's even with people with small businesses. You're going to get an honest answer. If somebody buys something from me, like a service or my art or my music, and it just was not up to par,
Yeah.
don't expect a referral, honey, because that's what keeps businesses afloat. It's more than just marketing and promotion. It's also word of mouth. And when it comes to him, what people saying, people put their whole life savings into this shit. So then take it seriously like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going, every restaurant and company does not get flying, passing colors with people. There'll always be a person that will leave a fucked up review. For example, I worked at a car dealership. I just started as a new saleswoman. I was just getting in my sales shoes. I had a customer that tried to get out of a new vehicle he just bought. Now, understand, when you lease a vehicle and you decide that you don't want it anymore because the person felt that he was misled by the last saleswoman that told him that the trunk was impeccable. Well, he never came in to test drive the shit. He never tried to put a couple of groceries in it. He just bought it online. When he came to me and I said to him, we can do test drive on the vehicle that you would like. Mind you, he came from another dealer. So about maybe 6 months, he decided this car is not working for me. So I came to me. So I said, to my boss, this is a lease buyout. He says, okay. Now, apparently, the equity in the car, there was none. So after we sat and tried to work the numbers for 2.5 hours, he exploded. You wasted my fucking time. You told me you can get... I said, sir, what we said we would do is we would try to see if we can get you out of the car. And it's just not financially working for both of us. And I'm sorry, but maybe you should try back in 6 months. I can't wait. So I'm a new car saleswoman. I get to work the following day. My boss, who witnessed all of this, the general manager who witnessed all of this, brought me into his office and handed me a piece of paper. It was a printout of a essay about me, about how I was a horrible saleswoman and how I wasted his entire afternoon. And it was all on me. Nothing about my management. It was on me. So, of course, I'm sitting there saying to myself, well, why the fuck are y'all showing me this? Y'all were there. Y'all saw what happened. You need to talk to him to try to get him to remove the review. I said, I will do no such thing. If that's what he feels his experience was, fuck it. I don't care.
Because he didn't do his homework. That was his problem.
So I still had to call him. I had to explain to him that I was sorry because the customer is always right.
You know what? That right there is...
So I did all of that. You know what I'm saying? I did all of that. He came back in and they wasted his time again. But this time it wasn't on me because I said to him respectfully, I will not work with you. I'll find another salesperson. Everybody was running from me. Nope, I saw what happened. Nope, I got family to go to. I said,
Right.
They couldn't get him out the car, bottom line. So again, did it hurt their business? Not really.
And you never got an apology, I'm sure.
Nope, never got an apology. And he was a cop on top of that. So I literally said to myself,
Well, he should have known better.
I say to myself all the time that once you get into the business of being in business, your job is, it's not the customer is always right. It's try to make the customer comfortable with their decision, whether it is a good decision or a bad decision. But as long as you did what you had to do to fix something, even if it didn't work out, you just going out of your way to do it is what makes it worthwhile. What Keith Lee is doing, I kind of pegged it. I said, they're going to get him. You know, this is hater shit, right? This is hater shit that they're doing. And unfortunately, you know, the higher the level, the bigger the devil. So whether he was doing reviews on children's hospitals and all that humanitarian shit, they're going to find something on you. So they're going to do something. And regardless of how hard you work, even if it's in the best interests of your heart, they're going to find some shit on you.
Listen here, I say this. Keith, keep doing your thing because apparently you got these businesses looking at themselves in the mirror like, okay, we've been Keith Lead. What can we do to fix this situation? I mean, for those, the girls that get it, get it. You know what I'm saying? They were like, okay, the food was not good, so we're going to have to fix that up. The wait time was a little long, so we're going to have to try to fix that as well. Servers were not very personable, so we're gonna have to do some education, some training on how to, serve. Da 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 da. I mean, just take accountability in your shit. Like you want to be this popular spot, and you want to be, that bitch. You know what I'm saying? You got to put some work in. You gotta. You can't. How can I put this the best way? You can't give me Walmart attitude in a Target type setting. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't give me Dollar General attitude and we're sitting at Nordstrom. Like you can't do that.
And customer service is customer service.
And it's customer service all the way across the board, whether I want to be completely, my order can be the most outrageous shit in the world. I mean, come on now. Y'all holding these celebrities like they, oh my gosh, Beyonce's in the building. Okay, kick out that group, even though they're already sitting there eating. Take them.
Even though they already have reservations.
If they had reservations and been waiting for 2 hours, Beyonce's in the building, tell them we can't seat them. We're sorry. And it's a lot that goes into running a business. I mean, I don't know because I've never ran one, but I can only assume there's a lot that goes into running a business. And if you are in one of these big spots, i.e. Atlanta, i.e. New York, i.e. even Detroit, you want your business to thrive, then you got to put in some work. And if someone says, hey, this needs to be fixed, either fix it or get ready to go under.
Oh, look, by the way, hold on. I ain't going to flash the screen. Hold on.
Oh, titties. Oh, shit, look. She still got it.
I actually put it on subconsciously today, and I said, oh, okay.
Oh, my gosh, I forgot I sent you that. Oh, goodness. Well. See, that makes me happy. Like, what the fuck is Lynchburg? Listen, you don't want to know. Oh, Jesus. Well, this has been a wonderful first night back. Will we call this a premiere, a re-premiere, or we just picking up where we left off?
We're calling it season 3.
Season 3. Love season 3. Because we did a bit of a rebrand before. So, yeah, this is our season 3, if you will. I kind of like that. Well, look here, ladies and gentlemen, we getting ready to bounce up out of here, but we do want to thank y'all for tuning in. Before we go, I want to put this out here real quick. And see, now I'm gonna be the bearer of bad news. No, because I find this now more important now that it's hit close to home. Not me personally, but someone that's really close to me. So if you or anyone that is going through any mental health issues at any time, and they need an outlet, please be there for them. If they can't reach you directly for any reason, give them these telephone numbers. I don't know if these are the same numbers or if they changed them or whatever the case might be. You know, suicide, bullying, self-harm. Unfortunately, these things are going on. I'd rather talk to you at 3 in the morning than be up at 3 in the morning crying because you're no longer here. So, you know, I want to be more proactive in awareness of these mental health subjects that you see on the screen here. So again, please, if you need to talk to someone and you can't reach them on the phone, call one of these numbers. They're all free. Talk to somebody and get the help that you need. If the medicine ain't hitting and you just need to vent and cry and cuss and whatever, and you can't reach anybody on this phone, call one of them numbers. And I'm telling you, you just might save a life. So, yeah, do that. Oh, before I get off, about DJing a wedding, and this is crazy. So, my homegirl is getting married next year, and she wants me to pull double duty. She wants me to be a bridesmaid and her DJ. Uh, I don't know how I'm gonna pull this off. I have to go and do a Superman in the bathroom and change my clothes. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. It's wild. I got a year to plan it, but yeah, she wants me to be one of her bridesmaids, and she wants me to DJ. She's already given me carte blanche as to what I want to play, but she likes Pitbull, so yeah, all of that will be in there. Uh, I've never done that before. I've never heard of anybody ever having to do so. If you have ever DJ'd and took part in a wedding, please let me know how y'all do that because I've done a reception and I've been in a wedding, but I've never done both. Pray for me. Dun da 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 Superman. Like it's gonna be quite wild. Um but yeah, back to this real quick. So yeah, you know, those are your free numbers and take advantage of that. You know what? We haven't had one of these in a while. Do you have one? You don't have one? You don't have a rant?
Not today. I would say what was my rant early? I think I did the rant early.
Damn, you didn't even cue me or nothing. I could have.
I totally forgot.
See, we got to get back into the swing, y'all. We've got to get back.
Oh,
into
you
the
know
swing
what?
of things.
My rant would have been the dentist Cardi B thing. Yeah, that was probably the rant.
That was the rant. Well, look, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up for tonight. But we do thank you guys for tuning in with us and sticking around with us for a little while. Let me go ahead and give y'all a round of applause. Y'all stuck it out with us, and also because of that, you're gonna get a second one of these, the good old Here Nigga Damn Award. Look, this is equal opportunity, so white, black, whatever, you're getting one of these, whether you like it or not, because it's free. And who doesn't like free shit? But on that note, we will be back next Wednesday, unless Comcast wants to be a cunt. Uh, no,
They
because
better not.
that was messed up. Like I was sitting there prepping and everything. It was like, nope, no internet for you, bitch. Like, wait a minute. You knew I had a show the next day. Why would you do that? But no, everything came back like at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, of course. But yeah,
Held up pretty good.
held. Oh my gosh, wonderful, impeccable, flawless. So maybe they did do some good. Thank you, Xfinity. So we'll be back next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for more foolery, fuckery, and shenanigans. That is the RTIM show. We thank you guys for tuning in with us, and we hope to see you guys next week. And artists, get that music in rtimshow@gmail.com. We will be bringing you interviews as well, live interviews. Once again, once we get our footing and we get the viewers up a little bit, we'll start to incorporate that into our shows. And I kind of want to do like a live music review as well, kind of mix it up a little bit, give these indie artists a little bit of hope because Jada Kiss ain't checking for you, but we are. Like, yeah, yo, anybody looking for? No, move on.
Tag him and let's work.
No, homie, I see you. Keep grinding.
Lord.
Y'all actually falling for that shit. But anyway, do y'all. That's your money. We'll see you guys next week. And we out this piece. Good night.
Good night.